Bada bing. Okay, I think that's right. Hello. We're live. I'm live. We are all live. Okay. Uh super nervous, but tonight's going to be D&D, like I've been saying for 3 months. Um Everybody, I'm going to go in order of whoever's first down here and then go this way, but it's just going to be quick. What's your name? Not the character or anything. What's your name? So this one right here.
See, it's funny because Rick doesn't realize
Oh, wait.
that like every screen is different.
Never.
And we're also different up there.
Never mind. Yeah. So we have Casey playing. Thank you, Third Tempest. I'm going to get to that in just a second also. But we have Casey.
Yep, that's me.
Okay. Ralph. Scott.
Hi, I'm the weirdo. With
You guys remember Scott from Corbtown. That disaster of a fun time. And then Sean.
Hello.
You guys also probably know Sean as just Flummox Fox in the chat. This is gonna be really haphazard, guys. Just telling you right now. That, and here's the thing. I'm gonna be looking at chat. I'm not gonna be addressing chat. I'm not gonna be like reading out stuff that happens. Except for right now. Rogue in every corner. There's gonna be hoods up everywhere. Once the game starts, I'm not gonna be like talking to chat or anything like that, just so that I can help with the flow of the game, because we're only gonna be here for like 2-ish hours. So I want to get I want to pack as much, just jam it all in there as much as possible. Fun game times. I've also muted all of the alerts. They're still gonna show up right here. So if you follow or if you sub or anything like that, I'm pretty sure they should all show up there. Let me just check real quick that I'm not being a liar.
I saw the Tempest one pop up on the screen.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I don't even need to do it. There we go. Okay. It looks like it is frozen on my end.
Yeah, everything froze.
Why freeze? Why freeze? Is it frozen still? No, it didn't. Okay. That was weird. I did something that it didn't like. And it froze again. It doesn't there's no freezing or dropping frames on my end. I wonder why. Let me really quick. I'm just gonna.
Did you like change off of the Discord or anything?
Well, yeah, to go into OBS.
Oh, because you only have. Try opening the Discord.
It unfroze. I think it unfroze. Yeah, but I'm one of those little stupid loser boys with only one monitor.
It's a sad life.
Yeah. Well, I technically have 2 monitors, but I don't want to use that one as a second monitor, because it's my drawing tablet. But hello, Joe. he's here. He's here, guys. As long as there's no more freezy wheezies, I don't think there should be, as long as I don't do the thing anymore. It seems to... Okay, let's test this. Ready? Let's just test it before we start. If I do this... and then go right back into it. Yep.
That's the thing.
Okay, so we found it. Get rid of that. If I open Chrome or anything like it, it doesn't want it. Doesn't want it at all.
You still have an iPad.
Okay, that's fine. No, this isn't. I was about to say we're not on a hype train. I do have an iPad, but I don't use it. So, I mean, I use it for drawing. I don't use it for this stuff. So, either way, can anybody hear? I don't know if anybody. Did I accidentally mute it again? I've been doing that a lot. I've been doing that a lot on stream. Give me. Yeah, right. Give me 2 seconds, because I have to sort out one more connection issue.
The chat secrets.
Love the chat.
the chat.
Chat, don't listen to them. Chat, they can't hear this, but or you can. You
Looks like he's telling
you
secrets.
can hear this. This is just between me and you. No one else knows. I'm gonna kill every single one of them.
Mine is also
Dead.
muted.
Dead. They're gonna die. All right, guys, this is gonna be a real quick session.
Concern.
It's gonna be a
We just
real.
made like a gotta kill them all motion.
What you mean?
We're gonna TPK the first one. This is gonna be a one.
What you? Oh, my camera was still on. That's. Ignore everything that I just motioned and mimed to you guys. It's fine. It's all gonna be good. I think that's everything that I have to address. I'm not gonna be talking to chat. Oh yeah, wait, homebrew. This whole thing is homebrew, guys. If you came here looking for
It's very animated.
oh wait, are you guys still muted? Am I still?
Like my kidneys, thank you very
Am I still muted? Oh Jesus.
Oh, you're back.
Have I been gone this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Disregard everything I was miming there. It's gonna be a fun, easy campaign.
This is
No one's gonna get killed or anything. But so we're gonna be homebrew. This whole thing's gonna be homebrew. So if you came in here hoping for like to the rules exactly, I mean you can stay, but like it's not what it's gonna be. We're just here to have fun. I think other than that, I don't know about anything else. I don't know if there's anything else that I need to worry about. Probably not. Okay. Let's
What
just-
is the 20?
The square one. If you get the perfect square, there's 20 sides on there. So please only roll with that when you roll to hit.
Got it. You got a big boss.
Okay. It doesn't seem to be. All right, cool. I think we're doing all right.
Before we start, Rick, I just want to know: are you ready for 6 hours of D&D right now?
Oh yeah. So this game's gonna be like 2 hours, and then immediately after, me and Scott hop off for our other game that is not televised because I've made commitments.
We're good at planning our days.
Yeah. Okay. Let me in that case I'm gonna get this all up on my phone so that I don't freeze the stream anymore. But which it'll be easier if I get it on my phone anyway. Okay. I'm gonna go into the old scripted section of this intro. Is everybody? I think that's it. Anybody have anything that they want to say? Anything that they want to plug before we start?
Good luck, everybody.
yeah.
We all
Don't
did.
die.
Scott has a
Speed.
Let's do this.
Scott has a stream too. He has a Twitch channel. Go to there.
Yeah, you can find me over on Roman Bear on occasion.
Don't
I'm
worry.
busy. I got a big boy job, so I don't do it so much.
Don't worry, Scott. I have a command for you. I just put it in and it put your thing up.
Snap.
Cause I'm a professional.
That makes one of us.
As I said that, my camera froze. All right. Well, if that's all, then let's start playing some D&D, you guys. And now comes the sweaty palms. Okay. We're gonna be playing in my homebrew world called Illyria. But oh, that's what I should have up there, a map. Anyway, but we're playing on a continent and in a country that is not the entire world. So, just as a little bit of a recap and a little bit of a thing or an intro, magic has begun to emerge for the first time in almost 2 millennia. The mortal races can feel the weave's embrace, channel its power. No one knows how or why this has begun to happen, but it seems to be all across the realm. Reports of incredibly strange occurrences are being documented all over as mortals find themselves tuning in to the arcane forces, most of whom have no control over any of it. Illyria is a wide and sprawling realm, but our story starts on the continent of Trismore, in the central country known as Aster Valley. Lots of things about Aster Valley. It holds the continent's capital. It is land to a bunch of long thought to be dead or of myth creatures, but are being found every now and then. Also, just a little bit of out of game stuff. If you want to know more about Astor Valley, I have a coloring book coming out very, very soon, probably tomorrow, that you can find on Amazon. Okay, enough of that shilling shit. Also, we can swear in this. It doesn't matter if you're a child. Who cares? Back into the game. We take our first story into Astor Valley, as we find a young man. Well, maybe young. How old would you say, Scott?
Probably like early 30s, like 33.
So we'll definitely say young.
Yes.
Please, for this. We'll say he's very young. A young man walking into the Jesus Christ, words. Walking into the barriers of the town, the place where town is, the dotted line on the map where you would think a town is. There we go. Scott, would you like to describe what your character looks like?
Yes, I'm the one weirdo without a picture of. You see a halfling man, kind of shaved head, a little bit of stubble. He's got a couple like really old, probably happened when he was like maybe a kid, little scars that run along his jaw. He's got like traveling leathers, with a big old holy medallion kind of pinned to the center of his chest that's got a gauntlet on it. And he just has a kind of slowly ashing cigarette in his hand as he's looking around. And he's got a little bit of a traveling pack. Looks a bit tired. He's really needs a strong cup of coffee, and maybe traveling is not what he was cut out to do. Cardio is not a strong suit.
Is him.
I love it.
There we go.
Just superimpose it right over my picture.
Yeah.
Video feed be there.
I'll make a gift tuber for you. Or he talks when you talk. I could do that for everybody, but that would be
That'd be hysterical.
Grayson, as you take your first steps in to the town, you notice that it is incredibly different from the place that you just came from. Vorden is, I don't want to say sprawling and huge, but it is kind of compact and dense. The place where they've settled is a lot more. It's on an island, kind of like Manhattan, so they didn't really have a lot of place to spread out. Whereas here, you can see, you've been walking for a few days. You can see that it is placed on like a bunch of hills and prairies, and it's far enough from the coast where you still get that kind of like coastal sense of like the breeze and the smell and that definite heat. But it's also kind of, it feels a little bit more like Ireland, where you have that very serene kind of, pasture look. Think Pallet Town, where everything is kind of spread out. There's a lot of buildings, but none of them are directly up close to each other. But you see very, very prominently in kind of what you would think would be the center of town, a maybe 5 or 6 story, oddly shaped and crooked building that kind of towers over the rest of the buildings in this area.
Kind of start walking towards that building, maybe kind of peeking around, looking for like street signs or like building signs.
One of the things that you notice immediately walking in as you're getting deeper is there's no street signs. Most of the roads and the streets are, loosely put together cobblestone. There's no official gutter system here. It doesn't look like there's really anything other than the trail that the horses and buggies made, and then they were like, this isn't going to work. Let's just put some rocks on it. That kind of town, But you travel farther into town, and the people walking past are, inviting and smile and wave as you walk by. If they're not carrying anything, or if they're carrying something, they tip their head, and it seems that they are very inviting to you, a newcomer, very obviously dressed different.
Seeing the lack of signs, I'm gonna just the next kind of person who passed by. Excuse me. Could I bother you for a second?
You stop just a random human man who's walking by. It looks like he has a basket full of like, fruits and vegetables. It looks like he's coming from somewhere, probably the many farmlands that you can see out off in the distance. He looks over. Sorry, I've just got to get going. Have a nice day. Do you need anything?
I just need directions if you're not busy.
Oh,
Is there like an inn or
yeah. And he kind of like points around him to about like a block and a half down that you can see that very large, misshapen building. Yeah, the Twin Feather. The lodge is always. It's got at least 1-2 rooms.
All right. Thank you. Tom be with you.
Yeah, sure. All right. And he takes his basket and continues on.
And I start headed up the street to the Twin Feather. Did he call it?
Yeah, the Twin Feather Lodge.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to the Twin Feather Lodge because I need to sit. I've been on the road for a minute.
You make your way over. It gets a little bit more lively. The town bustling and a little bit more movement as you get closer and closer. You kind of step through a couple of the hilly areas and make your way over some of the horizons that you can see. As soon as you walk into this place, you have to walk up a set of stairs and then make your way into the open chamber that immediately hits you with the wafting smell of stale beer, rotting wood, and hopefully cleaned up but dried vomit. There
Thank God there's somewhere civil out in this place.
there are at least like maybe 6 or 7 patrons here, all of which are not all of which, most of which are by themselves at tables. A few of them are at one table. There's like 4 at one table who are. It looks like they're playing a game of cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just head up to the bar. This isn't one of those weird places I can't smoke inside, is it?
As you say that, you see next to you, like as you walk up to the bar, somebody kind of put out on the bar itself a cigar, and then take out another one and just give you a as he turns around.
Good man, thank you. I'll sit there. You got coffee and a beer.
You see the person behind the bar turn around. It is a kind of elderly, I'd say maybe 50s or 60s. Like half elf, maybe a little bit of a point to the ears, but you're not sure. Woman who turns around and says, "Sorry, what?
Can
Just
I get
a little
coffee and a beer?
Coffee and a beer.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's one of those days. One moment." She walks to the other side of the bar, and at this point, Edna. I was waiting to hear what it was going to sound like. Edna, you have been on the road for what feels like a few months, but it's probably only been a few weeks. Maybe days? You're not sure. You know where you were headed. The capital was just north. But you probably got turned around a little bit. The people who were giving you hitches, you were getting hitched rides on some people's carriages, and they probably weren't going exactly the way you wanted to go, but you did get dropped off about a mile or 2 outside of this town as you were walking up.
Does this town look big enough to be town court?
No, not at all, not at all.
Makes sense. Should I describe what I look like first?
Yes.
I am a old woman of 75, very short, blue cloak, just tons of things hanging out of her pockets. You see yarn and her big book, and you see a fork and a pot. She has a staff with a bird at the top, white hair braided down the side. You can see kind of a picture there. So, she will walk into town, and I will try and find a tavern or something.
Walking into town, you are again some of them greet you and some of them wave at you. Some of the people who are around this kind of picturesque, almost Hallmark style town. It's almost like storybook. The birds are chirping. It's a nice sunny day, only a few clouds in the sky, and you can immediately spot what should be probably the tavern.
Yeah, go right in.
Let me do this really quick. Or I can do this and then... Sorry, apparently people are pretty quiet. Oh no, I've probably fucked it up a little bit, just a little bit. Don't worry, I'll fix it again. There we go. Okay, it's been fixed. There we go. They should be louder now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably a little bit louder, but that's because I'm right up on my microphone. Edna, you head in to what you would assume to be the tavern, the largest building in there. The floors are sticky and creak as you walk on them. They're noisy in multiple senses, and the smell is bad. But you can see a few lively people around. Most people are either alone or so there's a couple at the bar.
Oh dear, this is. Walk up to the bar and find a stool or seat.
As you come over and sit down, Grayson, you are served your coffee and your beer as the bartender looks you up and down and just kind of, hand out.
Yeah. Gotta reach around and fumble for a second, trying to remember where in Torm's name I hid my wallet. And I eventually find it under one of the pockets on one of my robes. And I pull it out. How much?
For both of them, it's gonna be a silver.
All right. I put a silver down. Thank you.
You always get the Lafayette discount when you come here, right?
Sure. I don't know what that means, but
Sorry, newcomers get the Lafayette. You don't know you're new. It's fine. Well, your accent sounds a little bit similar to my late husband's. You're from Vorden?
yeah. South side.
Right,
Where
right.
was he from?
Couldn't tell you.
That's a shame. Might have known him. I spent my whole life there.
You see her as she's looking at you as you're asking more and more questions. She's kind of okay, yeah, sure, I'll answer a couple of them.
One thing to bother you with. Sorry. Does this town have a local monastery, a church, anywhere?
She kind of grins a little bit and then starts walking over to Edna. Yeah, monastery, right. What can I help you with, dear?
Take that as a no.
My dear, I was actually just hoping that you could tell me, where am I?
Oh no, are you okay, honey?
I was heading to Taloncourt and I got a little turned around, that's all.
Oh, okay, you just lost. Yeah, no, Taloncourt's northwest a little bit more, about a week away. Maybe half a week if you got a good horse.
Oh dear, I did get turned around, huh? Well, thank you. I perhaps have a tea, and do you sell maps here, or is there a place nearby that could sell a map?
I could get you some kind of dandelion tea, maybe? She kind of she scratches her head a little bit. I don't know, we got dandelions in the yard.
Here, I'll pass over some of my own tea leaves and ask just for some hot water.
That I can do, no problem. And you said a map.
Thank you
There's the map over there. As she points over, you can see the entire interior of this bar is set up with different kinds of framed things, just things. There are framed fish and a pair of boots and a sword and shield. Amongst many, many other things. You can almost not see the walls at all. But she points over to one of the sides, and you can see a very large, like maybe 2 foot by 6 foot framed image of the map of the entirety of Trismore. But it looks like a lot of markings have been made on it, like near the bottom half, because that's where it looks like that's where people could reach if they were sitting near it.
Okay.
Excuse,
That'll work great. Thank you, dear.
excuse me, miss. I didn't mean to be listening in on your conversation. We just
Oh,
kind
that's
of
quite all right.
use his head in the talon court too.
I am, yes.
Uh, to be honest, I've been having a little trouble finding my ways around outside of the city. There's no signs nowhere.
There really isn't. I've been on the road what feels like for weeks, and I still haven't made my way there. I'm gonna copy that map, and I'm gonna head there after here.
That sounds like a good plan. I was actually thinking about asking around. Maybe there's like, I don't know, a carriage service or something that goes out that way.
That's a
Um,
decent idea. I don't really trust those automobiles, but if we could find a cart and a horse, I would love that. Yes.
Well, if you're looking for company, just let me know. My name's Grayson, Pastor Grayson Afford.
Oh, a pastor. My name is Edna Walters. I would love to travel with you. Yes.
That is fantastic to hear. You have no idea how quiet it gets out of here. I ain't never left Vorden in my whole life, and it's a loud place. I'm starting to notice that now. Everywhere else, quiet, strange. Don't like it.
Yeah, it can be. I'm from Salda. It's a little bit bigger. It's a university town, so I'm used to the hustle and bustle, if you will.
And the bookish types.
Both of you make perception checks.
First
First roll of the campaign.
First roll.
Tiny dice.
Before you roll that, Scott, just show it to the camera.
So I did roll it, but I'll remember the number.
Okay.
It's so tiny.
Look at it.
Oh my god.
Look at it. I thought these were tiny, right? Where is it? I thought this one was tiny. That he has a grain of rice with numbers on it.
Oh.
You have a magnifying glass to read that?
I actually, you will notice sometimes if it goes to the wrong spot, I will have to do.
Yeah, he gets real close to the camera because he has to bend towards it.
Because I can't see it. But my brother got them for me for Christmas, and I want to use them.
He got them as torture.
Yep. Look, this is a tiny book.
And that's where
that
the entire set fits in.
Oh.
So what were your rolls?
I got an
It's
18.
a solid 5 for me.
Okay. It fits the narrative at least because as you guys are speaking, one of the tables actually off to the side, more behind Edna. Grayson, you notice one of the people at that table. There's only 2 people. There is a rather well built and kind of husky kobold, but there's also a young woman, maybe you're not even sure, like 30s or 40s. Dressed in very nice silks and blues with her like almost white blonde hair pulled back that is just, like eyes wide open staring at Edna, and you hear a little bit of a as sand starts to hit the table as it looks like she's holding a pile of sand, and then she kind of like hurriedly picks it all back up, and then it looks like she's like sifting through it with her fingers.
Excuse me, Edna. You're not like well known on anything, is you?
No, not really. Only in the town that I'm from. Maybe a little bit.
All right, not just the young man over there. Just no reason to look, but she just had a bit of an odd look on her face, and ain't no one know me outside of Morden. I don't think so. I don't know. It's just a little bit strange. Is all I'm saying. She looked a little startled. Maybe an old friend of yours.
Do I recognize her?
You turn around and look. No, you don't recognize her at all. Actually, you would recognize this person, like almost white blonde hair, dresses very vibrantly with blues and like powdered blues and some whites and stuff. And not the kind of style that you've seen in Salda or any travels through Upper Aster Valley.
I'll lean in closer to my new friend here. Just pretend I'm talking quieter so we can still hear me.
Okay.
I don't know how much you know about magic or things like that, but those could be spell components. It's obviously very rare, but
Yeah. The whole magic thing, honestly. That, no offense if you're one of them who like is a historian on it or something, but it gives me the heebie-jeebies. It freaks me out a little.
more than that, young man. I've recently realized I can actually I feel arcane a little bit, just a little.
Really?
Not far.
That's interesting. If you don't mind me asking, about how long has that like been going on? Is that like a long time thing? Is it like very recent?
Oh, very, very recent. That's
Oh.
why I'm heading to the capital, actually.
Aha. You know, this is becoming a very funny coinky dink. Yeah, that we have run into one another. I am, believe it or not, on a bit of a walkabout. For very much the same reason. We down there in Vorden, we've seen some individuals pop up with similar ability, and so I'm heading to the capital to ask around about it, see if maybe the Grand Cardinal or the Pope or whatever, like they know what's happening.
It's very interesting, isn't it? I talked with the professor before
That's
I
a
left.
word. That's a word for it.
Oh, it's extremely interesting. It's so exciting, actually, to have it come back after all these years.
Certainly, interesting is again. That's a good word for it. I don't, like he's Grace is like putting out a cigarette and reaches in and begins to like pull out tobacco and like rolls and begins to like make another one. Just like clearly like a little bit flustered. Like I don't know.
It's gonna be okay, dear. I swear. I will keep an eye on her a little bit since she may or may not have spell components at the table.
Okay. We are going to zoom out of the tavern, the Twin Feathered Lodge. Zaboon. I'm pronouncing that right?
Zobun, good enough.
Zaboon. You've only been walking for like maybe 3 hours, taking your time at most. Like taking your time to make sure that you're going in the right direction that you were pointed in, not being seen. You were given a very large cloak before you left to try and just kind of hide yourself, hide your face. And no one was going in your direction. It was made sure of. No one was going to be walking with you. You were told that it was only about 6 or 7 miles away. But you finally come upon the hilltop that lets you see where the town starts. The town parameter start. Parameter. Got it. That was the one I was thinking of in the beginning of the campaign. All right. You can actually look down and see into, like, you can see people moving around on the streets. It's not very compact, this place. It's very laid out. But it seems you're here. You weren't given a name of the town. You weren't given any kind of contacts, but you were told this place should be safe.
I take a second to look around, and then I start heading for anywhere that looks like there's a lot of people gathering, like an inn, something like that.
I gotta turn everybody up, it looks like. I gotta turn everybody up. Hold on, sorry. That's all I gotta do. There we go. Okay, we're good. No, we're not. No, we're not. Oh, God, no, stop that. Everything's going wrong. There we go. Okay, we're good. You take your first steps into the town proper. This place is very different from anything you've grown up with. It's different to anything you've seen along your journeys. It's quaint, but it kind of evokes like a You've seen like the villages around where you used to live, the kind of smaller villages, you know, like where grass huts and stuff usually are. It evokes images of that, except they're you know, plaster, wood, stone. But you can see what would obviously be the biggest building, just like everybody else has seen. 5 or 6 stories, oddly shaped, in the center of this whole sprawling town.
I pull my hood over my face and walk into the tavern.
Okay. Really quick, you guys ready for a crunch?
Funny, he cut out all of it.
Did Discord cut out the crunch?
Yeah,
It
it did.
didn't hear any of it.
Son of a bitch. Okay, well, hopefully stream heard it. You begin making your way into the tavern, hood up, face obscured. As you step up the steps, that first landing to get up to the front door, swing the door open. It's for everybody else. The frame of you walking in through the door is just like you walking in, kind of modern day. You know, you walking into any bar door. You open the door, you walk through. So Boone, you swing the door open, and it is almost your exact shape if you were kind of hunched with your shoulders up to your neck. You're definitely going to have to, you know, take a dip to get under, possibly go sideways.
Yeah, I crouch down and go in sideways, and then stand back up like I didn't just do that.
As soon as you do, you can hear your foot like heavily creak on the wooden floor. 3 or 4 patrons look over towards you as soon as you walk through. They just kind of look you up and down for a second and then immediately go back to what they were doing, almost like they don't care at all that just this massive person, hood obscuring the face, just walked in.
I walk right up to the bar and talk to the bartender.
She is currently doing the classic bartender thing, you know, hand in cup, washing it out. There are 4 other people at the bar. Oh, sorry for the burp. There are 4 other people at the bar, 2 of which are sat right next to each other. One of them at one end and the other one at the other end. But the bartender looks over to you and says, "Well then, big fella, we got a lot of new people tonight. Can I get you anything, or?"
Yes, I'd like some water, please.
What? Okay, just water for the big man. All right. Water's a popular one tonight then. All right. She actually walks into the back, and you can hear her like dipping and dunking things. Walks back out really quick with a soaking wet tankard and just kind of puts it on the table. Fresh water for everyone. That'll be 1 copper, please. You've got money, right, sir? So
Without that,
yeah, the thing I
I don't have any money on me.
was about to say, Sean, I think the thing we were going to say was you did not have any money going into this. No money then. No, all right then. It's you know what? First one on the house, just a water. It's fine. You can't keep the tankard though.
That's understandable. Also, I have a strange question.
We've got a ton of strange answers for you. Go ahead, shoot.
Where exactly am I?
You know, It's not as strange a question as you would think today. And she doesn't look at you when she says that. She looks over at Edna. She looks back at you. You are currently in Crow's Beak. I'm not sure how much more information you need, but you're currently in Crow's Beak.
Thank you. Where exactly is Crow's Beak?
Right, okay, good. Now I'll go through the whole, I don't know from where you come or, how long you've been gone. You look like one of those Loxo people. What are they called?
Loxodon.
Right, yeah, I know. I've met a couple of those. She kind of like scratches her head and like does this thing where it looks like she's trying to think of what she's gonna say. You guys are from North, right? From Vyakti, one of the eastern places. I don't know. Well, you're on Trismore now. You fellas heard of Trismore? I don't know if you get out much.
I have heard of Trismore. That's very far from home.
Right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Don't worry though. We got plenty of drinks and food for you.
I appreciate that very much, and I will pay you back for this water when I can.
Oh
My
no.
name is Zobun, by the way. What's your name?
Zobun. Oh, it's so great to meet you, Zobun. I don't worry about paying me back for that one. Any future food and drink you will have to pay me back for. You can call me Madison, but most of my friends call me LaFay. But you can call me Madison.
You've helped me greatly. I'll remember that name.
Oh, thank you. Thank you greatly as well. Then I gotta get back to what I was doing. Thank you for your patronage, Zabun. I hope you get back to your people soon.
Yes, me too. If they're still there.
As you're saying that, she's walking away. I'd say Zaboon make... Yeah, just Zaboon make a perception check. Actually, no. Zaboon and Edna, since... Fuck it, all three of you. Just make it... All three of you make a perception check.
23.
Oh my god.
I had to do it again. I had to do it.
He's gotta check. He's gotta check the tiny dice.
15.
12.
All three of you, especially Zaboon, you feel watched. You feel like you're being watched. It's a very familiar feeling. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. And Edna and Grayson, you can see the large kobold that is sitting over with the young woman who was staring at Edna. The large kobold is kind of like not frothing at the mouth, but like arms up on the table, just kind of like staring Zaboon down, not in a threatening way, but in like a curious look at this thing kind of way. And you can feel these eyes on you, Zaboon.
Those guys are really creeping me out.
I turn to him and say, "May I help you, sir?"
He hops down from his seat. It's only like, 10 feet away from where you guys are sat at the bar. He hops down from his seat and you hear a louder than you thought you should have heard. I mean, he's buff, but it seems like he's heavy. He walks over to you. He stands a solid, like, for a kobold, a solid 4 feet tall. Still looking up to you. Hello.
Hello. My name is Zobun. What's yours?
Oh, so strong name. You look strong. You strong? And you hear the young woman from behind. No, don't.
I'm pretty strong if I do say so myself.
He oh wait, I get to roll. What's your armor class?
18.
18. Okay, no. He like rears back real fast and gives you a sharp punch right in the shin because it's the only place he can reach. And you can hear it ding off your armor on the the shin, and you hear him go, ah, fuck. This your skin?
No, it's not my skin.
He starts like scratching at your armor.
Like, I'm just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. You clearly hurt yourself from that.
Yes, it did. It hurt. Your skin hurt me.
I just said it's not skin, but whatever you want to believe.
You seem very power. You like to come with us. Yeah.
Why would I come with you?
He's turning around already as if you agreed and walking back to his table, and he turns back around. What do you mean why you come? We give you a job, you come with us, you're very strong. And you can still see the young woman kind of like trying to, no, like pulling him back.
Yeah, Grayson's like spun around in his chair, just like watching all this.
Yeah, I'm ready for a fight. To stop a fight.
I'm sorry, I don't think I got your name.
Just as you say that, the young woman stands up, like jolts up and gets, not in the middle of you two, but like kind of pushing him aside with her shoulder, or by his shoulder, like with her, just really gently. I'm so sorry. He gets like this sometimes. He gets very, very, animated. It's fine. It's fine. You can go back to whatever you were, She like kind of looks over to your cup, to your water, nothing added. Please just, it's fine. And she like starts pushing him back.
Well, if you need help, I don't mind listening.
Oh, no. We don't need help. It's just, he likes to introduce himself to people. And as she's saying that, he like interrupts her and like walks underneath her legs and just kind of stares up at you. Name Gruick. You? Zobun. You very strong. You get rid of a lot of people, yeah?
Rita.
I suppose.
Oh yeah, we find bad people. We find the people who hurt and we get rid of.
I don't mind helping get rid of bad people.
Oh yes, the worst of worst.
If I help you, would you possibly be able to help me?
Well, we help. How help?
I'm looking for members of my village, my family, anyone who may have managed to escape the raid we suffered.
The young woman kind of like again tries to push Gruick back a little bit. She's, it's really not as simple as that. It's a little bit more dangerous. I'd really rather not involve anyone else that shouldn't really be involved in anything. Gruick, please, we can't keep not. This isn't what we were supposed to do. So sorry for bothering you. If we can help you find your way to anything, if we can point you, we've been a lot of places. It's fine. We just don't want to involve ourselves. You know what I mean? And as she's saying all of this to you, Zaboon, you can see her eyes darting from you, but back to Edna, then you, then back to Edna, then you, then back to Edna.
It's as dangerous as you say it is. Could be an opportunity to get stronger.
Just as both of you say that, she looks almost kind of like she's trying to answer both at the same time. No, but no, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm very sorry for staring. We'll leave you alone. I really like your cloak. It's very nice. And she tries to turn back around as Gruick.
Do I believe that, Rick?
Make an insight check.
Like, is that like the whole truth here? 15.
Not at all. You do not believe that one bit.
I'm real. I shouldn't. Normally I'm outside of my jurisdiction here, and well, to be fair, everything's kind of Tom's jurisdiction, so I guess I'm not. Maybe we could just set the record straight here across the board. kobold associate here, Gruick, was it?
Yeah.
You look very strong. I appreciate that.
He motions to his shirtless body.
Um, just a word for you. Normally, it's frowned upon to punch people when you first meet them. If you hadn't done so to this very nice Zaboon, was it, sir?
Great read.
Yes.
If it hadn't been a nice fellow like him, you could have gotten in trouble with the gods, and that would have your bad folk would have been out there scot free, right?
He turns to the young woman and just starts like whispering something under his breath. Does anybody speak Draconic?
I don't think so.
I do.
You hear his comment is kind of broken, but you hear in like very very fluent and very well grammared Draconic. This guy, I need to know how strong he is, otherwise I'm not going to want to interact with him. How else do I do that? I know I'm new here. How else do I do that?
Then, Miss, we haven't caught your name yet. I'm Grayson, by the way. You've been staring pretty hard at my new companion here, and it's putting me a little on edge. Maybe you could just come clean with us and explain maybe your situation a bit. I would gladly give some advice if I can. Maybe send you on with a little bit of Tom's guiding light with you if I have it in me.
As you're speaking to her with your previous insight check, you can see there's definitely a little bit of like not being withdrawn, but more of uncomfort talking to you and being in this close vicinity to you, as she's like trying to, she's doing all the classic signs of someone who wants to get out of this conversation, where she's like kind of looking away, her feet are pointed away, she's kind of like, withdrawn into herself, and she is kind of like fidgeting with her hands a little bit, which you can see are the fingerless gloves that you thought were fingerless gloves at first are actually like wraps around, and it's like filled with that sand that she had before. And she looks to you and says, "I'm so sorry for staring again. I didn't mean. It's just there are so many of you here, and it's a little bit unnerving. And we'll go back to our seat, and there's no need for anything really anymore. I'm very sorry. Gruick, please."
That is your prerogative. But if you do want to talk, we'll be ready. All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That is very kind of you. And she like turns around and begins to walk back.
One last thing. I'm not like trying to pry here, but are your hands okay? I noticed no wrap. I only ask because I see the kids all the time, and they do that. And if you don't wrap, if you got your hand hurt and you don't wrap it right, it can go real bad.
Oh no! This isn't for injuries. I'm sorry. This is
All right. I just had to make sure. I see it all the time with the kids back in the parish.
Right. No. Yes. So. I'm not. Thank you. She gives you like a weird like deep bow. Like my alarm was going off.
Time to wake up.
Yeah. Right. Wake up for D&D.
Mr. Zaboon, I see you got that water. You want to join us for a sit down and a drink? I don't know, more company, right?
I would appreciate that, and I'm thankful for you for defending me.
I mean, no real problem. It's kind of my job.
I
Very
walk
nice
over and join them for drinks.
As you do, we zoom out again. Arthur,
Yes.
you know the way to this town. You were shown on a map. You are pretty versed with. You may not have been here before. You may not have been around a lot of the area, but being who you are and with your job, it entitles you, or it entails knowing the area, knowing the country. So you knew how to get here pretty fast. And you did for about 4 days travel straight through. You had a mission on mind, and you eventually arrive. It is quiet, much quieter than the capital. It is a lot less packed than the capital, but there are still, still things that harken back. It looks like this was once an establishment that's very much younger than the Capitol, but was made from things. The building, the architecture, things like that are a lot more. They resemble a lot of that stuff. Good.
I guess stepping in, I'll look for any guards.
Make perception check.
That is 15.
15. You do see 2 guards. They are also Ashen Corps. You know that the Ash Corps are stationed at various smaller towns. If anything is requested or if anything's been happening, you don't remember anything being said to have happened here, and they kind of look like very young newer guards. They both still wear everything pristine, and they don't kind of like move anything around. The helmets are on. One of them is fiddling with something at because there's no gate for this entire area. This is just sprawled open area. But they're at a little stone tower that's kind of near a road. One of them is fiddling with some kind of metal contraption, and the other one is kind of just standing over him, kind of looking at it as you're walking up.
Yeah, I'll approach them. Just, how you doing?
They both look up.
Seem busy.
Oh, sorry. Did you want to get in?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Right. We are supposed to be. Sorry. The one who was sitting down puts his the thing on the ground, whatever he was working on, stands up next to the other one. Sorry, we were supposed to be asking for papers, I think, or invitation. Not invitation. Sorry. What was the thing? And he looks over to the other guy. I'm not sure. Reason for entry.
Do I have any reason, any papers on me?
Not that you know of, and you don't remember hearing anything about that.
I'm just here to visit, taking some time off,
Right. Sorry. I did. I suppose you can go in. I mean, there's really, honestly, they stationed us here just to ask people what's going on when they come through. I'm not really sure what to do. Don't tell anyone I said that, though. Don't tell.
No, your secret's safe from me. I'm actually, if you guys can help me, I'm looking for a twin feather lodge.
Oh, right. No, it's just that that one over there, and he kind of both of them motion over to there, pointing over towards the very large, two pronged building.
Well, I appreciate your help. You guys, have a good day. See you around.
Absolutely. If you need anything, just shout, and just shout God or help, or but not fire. Don't do that.
All right.
We can't help with fires.
And I'll begin to walk towards the lodge.
As you walk away, they sit back down, or one of them sits back down and just starts jamming a screwdriver back into that metal contraption, as the other one just kind of towers over him watching. But you make your way into town towards the Twin Feather Lodge. The ground crunches underneath every footstep. It's getting kind of late. The sun is setting a little bit. It's probably 5, maybe 6 p.m. at this point. But you make your way up the stairs, open the door, and this is probably the diviest of dive bars, and it feels like the Capitol.
Okay. I kind of look around, scope everyone out, kind of stand there and just look around, see for any shady characters or anything. Usually what I would do. Back at the town.
Make a perception check.
That's a 10.
10. You see everybody that's there. You can see, there's really nothing that's standing out to you besides the very large cloaked man at the bar. Probably 7 feet tall and maybe 4 feet wide. There's also a very brightly dressed woman sitting at a table with a small kobold. But everybody else seems like they kind of belong here.
I'll approach the bar and just kind of lean against it, put my hand up, try to get the attention of the bartender.
Okay. She does in fact get you do in fact get her attention. She stops what she was doing over at the other end and walks over to you slowly. How can I help?
There's a drink, your best ale.
Ale. All right. That's different than what's been getting served. All right. Yeah. Just a moment. She walks in the back and you can hear like taps being pulled. Comes back out with like an overflowing, slightly overfoaming pint. Silver, please.
Of course, I kind of take it out of my pocket, flip it to her. Actually, I have a question for you.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of those today. What's your
Yeah.
what you
back
need?
in the day, huh? This is the Twin Feather Lodge.
Very simple question. You could read the sign. I see.
No, I'm just making conversation. I might be looking for somebody. Do you know of a Calvin, and I take the piece out, the metal out, and kind of look at it. A Calvin LaFay?
You don't even get like halfway through your sentence as she immediately goes from her I don't want to be here to incredibly intrigued into how you're holding this object.
I kind of like hold it up. Does this mean anything to you?
She's like eyeing you down. My mic came undone. Sorry, guys.
Okay. I was like, oh no.
She's very much eyeing you up. And then she kind of starts reaching forward to try and take what you're holding.
Yeah, I'm like, well, answer the question first, and then I'll gladly give it back to you.
Sorry. What did you want to know?
Just who is Calvin LaFay?
Right.
Seems like you took an interest when I said the name.
Yeah. How did you get? He's my late husband. How did you get that?
Oh well, I'm so sorry. I was in Taloncourt and I found it in a kind of like a monastery, place of worship.
Right. Yeah. No. Of course. In the gods just gave you that, and told you to give it to me. Right. Of course.
Really saying well, didn't really say anything, but it just I just came here because I'm curious. I was there, just showed up and wanted to know.
Yeah. Right. Fine. You don't gotta tell me how you actually got it. Can I just? Do you think you could give it? It's very important. My name is Madison.
Well, Madison, it's nice to meet you. Of course you can have it. I wasn't aware of the situation. And again, I'm so sorry.
No, I apologize. It's not really a situation. It was years ago. It was 10, 15, I think now. Jeez. At this point.
Do you mind you tell me a little about him? If it's too much, it's fine. But
No, not at all. It's just, he was. This is astounding that you have this. His body was never recovered.
Oh. Well, what happened?
He was general for one of the factions that went north, fight them fucking dragon people,
Yeah, I've heard of that, right? We all.
Yeah, that's a pretty widely known thing. It's not a secret.
And you just, I guess, whatever happened up there, just all right. Well, again, I'm sorry.
No. The body was unrecoverable mostly. That's what they told us. The attack. Red dragons, they're fire. They don't really leave much behind.
Well, thank you for the drink. Of course, you can have that. And I take out a gold, and I'll give her a gold.
Oh, you're too kind. Thank you very much.
Hey, you're very kind to me, and I appreciate it. Thank you for answering.
And you can see her the look on her face is more of a no longer like I don't want to be here anymore. It's more like just I'm kind of tired. As she starts wiping up the counter and just kind of plops the dog tag in her front pocket on her apron.
One more thing. How much is a room? Is there rooms here? Anywhere I can crash for the night?
Yeah, it's gonna be 5 silver for the night. But you know what? You for this, you 2 silver. You get the top room, 2 silver.
5 silver it is, of course.
And she
I
like
hand over 5 silver.
she like very forcibly, stronger than you would think, very forcibly pushes back 3 silver. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, if you say so, I appreciate it. Thank you for your act of kindness. Now I'll start drinking my ale and just kind of sitting there thinking to myself now.
About this time, another patron walks into the bar. You can see, kind of like a little bit disheveled, looks a little bit dirty, a lot like the other people who are already here. Hood up, like this guy, almost like he's trying not to be seen. But as soon as he walks in, takes the hood off, a bunch of sand and rocks like just fall off of him. It looks like he's covered in dirt and grime and powder. But you can see anybody who would be looking. I'm assuming either everybody would be looking, because a couple of the people who aren't even you turn over, and then look back to what they were doing. As soon as somebody just walks into the bar. But you see, it's not actually like dirt and mud and soot on him. It's his skin. It's pretty, like, darker skin, shaved head. But this is probably, although rare, this is probably some kind of genasi. Probably earth, or you've seen rarely fire like this, but probably earth. He walks in and walks over to the table with the kobold and the young woman, and just kind of pulls a chair out. You can hear the "Grrr," and sits down, and he begins whispering to them.
I guess I'll try to listen in, take an interest.
Make
Look
a
around for information.
make a perception check. I'd say with disadvantage, because even though the bar isn't, raucous, people are talking and there are conversations happening around. So I'd say, since he's whispering.
Natural 1.
Nope, can't hear shit. What's everybody else doing?
You bring my tea.
She did. She did eventually bring your tea. You haven't just been sitting here like, check.
I give her a silver for that when she did.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm sorry. So Boone. What brings you into Crow's Peak?
I just take a big swig from my water, slam the glass down, look at him.
Do you want something besides water? Do you want something different?
I
be
brought
honest.
my own tea leaves. I'm sure we could get her to make another one.
I don't drink very often, but after everything I've been through, I could use one.
Yeah. Order whatever you want. I got it.
I appreciate it. Grayson was your name, right?
Yeah. Pastor Grayson Avon. So your name just Boone. That's interesting. That's neat.
Zobun, yes. Named for my father, Sobun.
It's neat. It's like a running thing. I like that.
In the middle of the conversation, you guys see Gruick stand back up from the table that they were sitting at, walk over to Zaboon and kind of just like tap him on the side. Excuse me, could we talk? A friend of mine like to have conversation.
Sure, I'll talk.
So sorry, and he looks at Grayson. So sorry to interrupt. Just
No, you're good. We were talking, just kind of killing time, really.
yeah, right. He leads you over to the table, Zaboon, if you follow.
I follow him.
He pulls out one of the chairs and then looks at you and then goes to another table really quick and just pulls a second chair over. Sits in his own. This Zobun, the one Yeah, and as soon as he's about to introduce you, the guy who sat down, yeah, no, I can tell. He's big, you're right. Zaboon, was it?
Yes, and your name?
He extends his hand over to you as a handshake. Name's Apollo. Could you mind if we just have a frank conversation?
Sure, what did you have in mind?
Well, he leans in like he's about to start a conversation that's private between just the four of you guys. And the other two, the woman and Gruick also lean in like pretty interested. So I noticed you speaking to them over there at the bar.
Yes, I was.
Just it's nothing of our concern, nothing of my concern. It's just I'm concerned for you. You see, because my friend over here, Persimmon, she has what would you describe it as, Persimmon? And she's not paying attention anymore. She's like moving her fingers around in the pile of sand that she has on the table. Sight, I guess. Sight? Sure. Right, sight, yeah. She has kind of a sight, more of a feeling, I guess. Those people over there, she feels that they're touched with magic, but not in the best ways possible. Do you understand?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Well, I'm sure, Zaboon, you've seen some of the stranger things that's been happening the past few days, few weeks now, right?
Yes, I have noticed some strange things.
Well, we have too. Some things have been happening, and we're not comfortable with how they've been affecting those around us. We're not comfortable with how they've been affecting our loved ones and who they've been taking from us.
I don't know about all that, but magic seems to have helped me out.
Really? Well, you might be the first one that I've ever encountered who said that. You see, Gruick here, my friend, his entire village was burned down because one of his own accidentally erupted. And Persimmon here, well, if it's okay, Persimmon. No, it's fine. My monastery was on a very steep cliff, and it's no longer there. And neither is my family, so that's why. No, that's fine. It's fine. You don't have to. That's why she's here. Because I can help her, and I can help Gruick, and we help others. And that over there, apparently it's giving Persimmon a very intense and very uncomfortable feeling. We were just wondering if it was, if you felt safe over there with them.
I felt perfectly comfortable with them.
Right, of course. I mean, look at you. You're massive. You're a shining tower of a man. Why wouldn't you feel safe, right?
Plus, my life was saved by those who could use magic.
Really? And they wanted nothing in return. They wanted no fame, glory, fortune, money from you.
No, they just came in, raided the bandit camp, and set all the prisoners free.
That sounds like a seed planted. To me anyway. I'm not going to say anything more, but I would like to ask if you could help people the way we help people. Would you be at all interested?
I would love to help people.
Very good to hear. I'd love to hear that. Because we also love to help people. We like to get people out of dangerous situations, out of the hands of people who want to hurt them. If you're at all feeling the same way, we could work something out. We could use another person like you on our team, Zobu.
I'm interested. Please tell me more.
Absolutely tell you more. We call ourselves the Cardinal Order. It's just us three right now. We're a very new team. However, we do absolutely, and, well, I won't say law-abidingly, but we do help. As he says this, you hear not so much a shout or a scream, but just a person being loud outside. And then as that pauses, he continues to talk, and then it happens again just a moment later, but this time it is a shout, like a scream. The bartender, Madison, actually turns around from the bar, tries to start looking out some of the windows.
Excuse me, Miss Edna. I think maybe I should go see in case anybody got hurt. Maybe there was a car accident.
Madison.
I'll join you as well.
Madison actually kind of taps on the bar. That's why we have guards. I'll just I'd say give it a moment. And then you hear another very loud screech, almost inhuman.
No. Where I come from, everyone looks out for everybody. Southie chests.
I agree. I'd like to follow.
I've experienced nothing but kindness in this town. I'll go out and help too.
As you guys get up, you can see it's not they're not hiding it. You are being followed by the group of three that were talking to Zobun. Going outside, you're on this stepping pedestal that leads down the staircase that leads up to this place. In the town, not town square, but I guess town square. You can see a few people are gathered around someone who is writhing on the ground in pain, and you can see a little bit of a pool of blood around them as they are just kind of screaming and screeching out in horror. Two of the guards actually that Arthur, you saw coming in, are rushing over, and it looks like they're trying to assess the situation. They are surrounding this person on the ground.
Grayson's trying to push through if they're whatever crowd there is and get over to this person.
Grayson, you immediately push through, and you can see on the ground the two guards are kind of trying to hold this person down while also, because it looks like they're both seizing and jerking around, but it looks like this person is bleeding, but not profusely. Make a perception check. Or actually, I'd say investigation check.
Yeah. Can I do a medicine check?
You could do that. I'd say you could do that.
Okay. This is 10.
10? This person looks like their skin is falling off. Chunks of their skin is falling off, but what's underneath at first looks like the regular, what it should be, muscular system, but it's brown. And then you see more skin start to fall off. And it's not the muscular system at all. It's almost fur or hair. And then you start to hear cracking and snapping of some kind as their screams of horror and pain aren't so much horror and pain anymore and more of yelps and screeches. All the people around are in kind of panic mode, but also I don't want to go inside because this is interesting kind of thing. The guards stand up and try to push you, Grayson, away and try to keep some kind of perimeter with what little they have. It's them two with just one spear each, as they shout, I don't know what's going on. Just get away. Leave this person alone. Probably, maybe.
I think Grayson's backing up a little bit and kind of mumbling a prayer in halfling to himself.
As you all do that, whoever is still at the stairs and then whoever's wherever you are, from your vantage point, all of you can see the person that was writhing around on the ground now begins to stop yelling and screaming, right themselves, and the clothes that they were wearing begin to fall off as there's no more skin on this person. There's just fur and matted hair covered in blood and viscera as the form of some kind of large hairy beast is standing up top this pile of flesh. And they begin to dart eastward from where you guys are. Actually, oh man. As they begin to dart eastward, the small crowd, they kind of push into the crowd, and you can see it looks like they grab the large clawed hand, grabs one of the people in the crowd, slams them into the ground, and begins to rush off toward. You can all see the cliffside that comes up. Like, it's a little bit of a small cliff. It's not that high, but on top it looks like there's a kind of like a broken down building on top. They begin to rush up the small trail leading up there.
Did they take this person, or
yeah.
just like slam somebody?
Person in hand, slam them down, grab them, and begin to rush with them still in hand as they shout out and scream.
You guys gotta go after that thing.
Both of the guards look at each other and then look back at Grayson and look at each other. Yes.
I'm out. And yeah, I was like, yes, you are. Come on.
Of course, yeah. And then they like look at each other again and just start like very slowly walking up to the top. But as they're walking up, you see Apollo and Gruick, and then you didn't get the other person. Oh no, Persimmon. So you did. You see all three of them like full sprint running up towards there.
I'm gonna start running too. You just see Edna run right past you,
Oh boy.
surprisingly fast.
Just a fast waddle up there.
Yep.
Start stomping as fast as I can manage.
I'll go with the guards. Go with them.
Grayson lights a new cigarette, puts it at the edge of his mouth. It's a shitty day. Runs off too.
Both of the guards are now trailing behind everybody, but they're still with the group a little bit as you guys are running. All 9 of you now. Jesus. Rushing up towards wherever this thing was. It's very easy to follow. You know that the cliffside kind of comes up to a point, but you also can see the trail of blood being left by this creature. It thuds and thumps into the bushes and out of the bushes, and then you hear glass shatter. And as you round about up to the top of the hill, you see what looks like a very old, very decrepit, and obviously abandoned, some kind of temple. It's got a large bell tower. It's a pretty good-sized housing, but it looks like it has not been used in a while. And one of the front windows that was stained glass looks like it's been shattered inward.
All right. Let's do this.
The guards get up to the top after everybody else has. All right. To make a perimeter. Assess the situation, should we? Yeah?
Clean up.
Yeah.
Going in.
You two stay out here. If it tries to escape, just try to
Oh,
restrain it.
right. No, of course. Yeah,
This is fascinating.
perfect. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. They both look at each other. Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Yes.
I'm sorry. You in shape to do this?
Excuse me, young man.
I'm just looking out for your
I'd not
safety.
be here if I wasn't. I think I was faster than you up here.
Maybe by a little.
Oh gods. I really gotta start working on getting my steps in.
You hear a loud as the tiny foot of the kobold Gruick slams through the thick wooden door of this place. As Apollo looks behind and looks directly towards Zobun, and just kind of like nods him in, as all three of them begin to walk inward.
Now that's the spirit. And
All
Ed
right.
walks up.
Yeah, all right. This is good. Okay. And I start rooting through my pack, and I like find a very tiny like buckler shield that is
Okay.
like the size of a dinner plate for like a normal sized person.
Okay.
And I waddle it after them.
This little halfling man trying to keep up with everybody else.
Yup.
You guys rush in, and the view, if it had not been under these circumstances of the sunset coming in through the giant stained glass window behind this altar, would look very nice, except that it's accompanied by the silhouette of a very large, ferocious, and feral beast that seems to be tearing into somebody's body. The other 3 immediately look like they are kind of in an aggressive stance. So everybody, roll initiative.
Oh, with that. Okay. Lucky dice. No.
Got that cleric
shit.
initiative going.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, where's my... There it is, calculator. Okay. Guys, having this on the computer and having a calculator right here... Oh, God. Nothing beats it. Okay. Nope, not that. This. Also not this. There we go. So, 25 to 20. Okay. 20 to 15.
17.
19.
So, Zobun, Edna, and then what was? Did you say Arthur was?
Oh, I got a 1.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you chimed in with how many people I've heard of. 15 to 10.
10.
Okay. And then I spelled Grayson wrong. And then I'm guessing Arthur with the 1.
Oh yeah, coming up the rear.
So, first up, Zobun. This thing, I don't have battle music at the moment, but, you know, imagination. Zobun, you see this thing tearing into this person who is either unconscious or most likely already dead. As it towers over the body, it looks over towards the group of you. No one, you know, in specific. No one specifically. What do you do?
I immediately rush the creature and attack it with my iron bar.
Iron bar. Holy shit. Make an attack roll.
What are the stats for that?
For the iron bar, I would say you would have your equipment. Because you said you wanted to have a specific weapon and shield, right?
Yeah, okay, I just wasn't sure if I still had that.
Yeah, I would say you would have that.
Alright, if that's the case, I'll just attack him with my warhammer.
Okay, there we go.
Does a 9 hit?
A 9 does not hit. You go over and you slam into the ground. The tiles begin to like buckle and break underneath your impact. It looks directly at you, and now being up close to this thing, you're pretty big. But this thing is just a few inches taller on all fours as it looks down at you. And you can hear it growl and snarl. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Edna.
Oh dear. Using her staff, she kind of pounds it in front of her, and will cast magic missile.
Oh shit. Don't even gotta roll for it. What's the damage?
Let's see. That is 10.
10 damage. Holy shit.
All 3 darts just kind of beam out of the bird at the top of the staff and into this creature.
Making impact all 3 of them. You can see like a lot of the blood and the dried fur start to like fly off on the impacts. Is that your turn?
Yes, and I want to make sure I'm in the back.
Okay. By the door.
Yes, position myself by the door.
Okay.
Maybe next to the door, so if it tried to make a run out the door, not past me.
Okay. Grayson.
From here, can I see if see like for certain like that person is deceased, like beyond saving?
I would say you could make a quick medicine check.
Natural 19.
That being that high, yeah, you could tell that this person, if they're not dead right now, in the next couple seconds they're going to be dead.
Yeah. Well, because if they're not dead right now, I can save them.
Less than a round. So
Uh,
like probably less than the time you'd be able to rush up to them.
I will get like up next to this thing, or like I'll get like 10 feet away from it. So can I be with like in 60 feet of the person who's dying?
Sure.
Be like, don't worry, we're coming. And as a bonus action, I cast healing word on the person at the altar.
Oh, okay. All right then.
And that's going to be 10 hit points they heal.
You immediately see them kind of still bloodied and mangled. You see the person whose eyes were starting to glaze over look back at you and like shriek in horror as they're kind of like motioning towards themselves with the claws still kind of in them.
I'm gonna look at the big, like monster man and be like, this you really, I'm getting angry. And as I say that, I inadvertently cast Toll the Dead. He has to make a Wisdom save, DC 14.
Okay. Yeah. And that's a yeah, it makes it. And that's a cantrip, so that nothing happens, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right then. As you kind of hear, all of you kind of hear like little bells dinging and ringing around. The creature like shakes a little bit, gripping the person a little bit tighter on the altar, and then begins to make a full kind of turn, still gripping this person, but makes a full turn towards everyone that's surrounding him. At this point, as both of you, Grayson and Edna, have done something mystical, you see Apollo look at both of you, put his hood up, and it looks like he takes out 2 daggers and starts walking towards this thing very calmly. It doesn't look like he's going to make his way up there, but he starts walking towards this thing. It looks like Persimmon is doing the same kind of thing that Edna did, where she kind of like flanks off onto the side, and it looks like she's taking some kind of like, not a fighting stance, like not dukes up. You know, it looks like she's holding her hands out a little bit, and it looks like she's very relaxed and looking at it. Then you see, rushing underneath Apollo's legs and thudding towards him is oh Jesus, Gruick. Forgot his name for a second. Is Gruick as he's bounding towards him, claws open as he rushes towards. Yeah, he latches on to the thigh of this thing and just starts like comically just chomping and biting on it. That's not a lot of damage at all, but he does some damage as he's just like raking into him and clawing and biting.
Damage.
Yeah, true. You see it like, this thing almost looks like kind of like a dog, where it's like shaking its leg and trying to get Gruick off of it. But that's them. So Arthur.
See everyone, starting to do something, so I'll take out my trusty hammer, my round shield for my back, and I'll just run in there and take a swing at this thing.
Go for it.
Yeah. That's a 9.
Oh, that
That's a 9.
also doesn't hit. That was 2 9s against this thing.
Well, after I miss, I'll just kind of take a stance and get ready to see what happens next.
That's your turn?
Yes, sir.
Top of the round, this thing, now that it knows you guys are a threat, is going to act. It stands up, kind of, well, not stands up, but it kind of rights itself a little bit. And as it does that, oh no, what happened?
Oh no.
Why did it do this?
Oh no, you got Thanos stabbed.
There we go. Jesus.
You're gone too from the stream.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it should be fine now. Oh god, now I gotta fix this. It just closed it.
Just make it whatever, like.
No, it just closed the thing.
Oh no.
Plan for this. It's okay.
We didn't plan for this.
We knew things would go wrong.
Fuck it, we do it live.
Okay, there we go. I'll fix that part. That's fine. I'll fix this part. Where's me? Where am I? Where is this? You can all see the thing now. Okay, there we go. Why did it turn my camera off?
It's
There
fine.
we go.
Just stay there on the beholder. It's fine.
Difficult.
Okay, there I am. Cool.
Have I
Anyway,
mentioned to everybody how uncomfortable it makes me that there's Beholder on the poster for the show?
because D&D.
Oh, okay.
All right, anyway. This thing turns up, stands up, and it looks like it's about almost 12 feet tall as it stands. It rakes its claws back into the person that was on the altar, and you can hear the shout and scream as it looks like it's going to throw this person at Zaboon. Oof, 21 hit? That was a high roll. I rolled high. What does a person do?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, you take... I'm just going to use it as a falling damage. You take 4 bludgeoning damage as this...
Sorry, my headphones cut out for a second. I was going to use a reaction to use protection.
Oh, okay. Remind me what that does?
Now your audio's gone, Rick.
Oh, it was just him. All right, I thought it was my headphones.
Richard.
Can stream hear me?
Nada.
Can stream hear me?
Oh, there you go.
All right,
We're
we
back.
can
Okay.
hear you now.
I don't know why it did that. Sorry.
All good.
You wanted to do... What was it?
Who was he attacking? I missed.
He threw a person at you. He threw the person that he was attacking at you.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, the body of the person just comes flying at you.
I'll try to catch him with my trunk.
Okay, so you would still take 4 bludgeoning damage as that person just kind of careens into you, but this person does in fact impact you as they shout out a little bit of, definite pain. That is their turn. Zaboon, you.
I'm gonna look at that body real quick.
The one you just caught?
Alright. Yeah,
You can make a medicine check.
I can certainly try. Oh, I got a +3. 22?
It looks like, with what just happened, this person probably isn't alive anymore.
Even after the heal?
This person was just thrown into them, and they only have 3 hit points, Scott.
When I noticed that, I blast my trunk very loud and attack him again.
Make an attack roll.
We had elephant noises.
That's my elephant noise.
We do.
3.
It's like we're there. How much was? What'd you roll a hit?
23.
It definitely hits. This large wolf-like thing.
6 damage.
Ooh, okay. It doesn't look like it's being very hurt at all, but it does look like it is taking this damage. Like, it doesn't look like it's immortal, but it doesn't look like what you're doing is bothering it much. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Edna.
Am I within 60 feet?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. A dex save for this creature, please.
Ooh. 12?
Fail.
Oh.
Yeah. So again, I slam the staff down on the ground, and out of its bird mouth comes acid splash.
Ooh.
They take 5 points of acid damage.
Just a torrent of acid starts spraying out of this tiny little staff. You can hear it shriek and moan in pain as part of it starts to burn in real time. You can see the fur begin to steam and smoke. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Grayson.
I'm sorry, buddy. I tried. I ain't been a scrap in a minute. And Grayson like gets like up close and is gonna like kind of like awkwardly try flanking with like one of the many people around this thing.
Okay. You can I'd say you can definitely do that.
And he's got the shield on one hand, and he's gonna like go to like punch it with his regular hand and be like, no, this makes more sense, and try and like uppercut it. But as I do, I cast inflict wounds by accident.
Okay.
Yeah, that should hit. It's 19 plus something.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay.
We should have taken a pee break. Or Rick should have taken a pee break.
As like I make contact, it's just like and then 16 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
Like whatever part starts to wither, and there's a little bit of like horror in Grayson's face.
You can see these tendrils of energy, like red and black ichor, begin to rise up from where you hit, and then that part of the skin and fur begin to just turn to ash and fall on the ground.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of like recoil a little.
This thing like shrieks out and like starts to hold this part of its body and begin to back up a little bit. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
You're closer now to Apollo as he's beginning to walk up. As you did that, he gives you a very strange, like not strange, a very disapproving look as he walks up, and he's going to attempt to. Oh shit! All right, the second one wasn't that great. The first time. He walks up just past you and just past Gruick, who's still kind of like gnawing on his leg, gives a swift stab upward and then tries again, but the first one kind of alerted this thing as it moves out of the way and almost bats Apollo out. He kind of like ducks under the hand of this thing. Persimmon is on the other side, still kind of focusing and waiting, and you can see it looks like she's inching closer as everybody is getting closer and closer to this thing. Still not a lot of damage. Gruick is still just gnawing at this thing's leg. I'm rolling ones for all his damage, so. Yeah. So, Arthur.
After whiffing on my first swing, I'll take another one trying to impress these people.
Okay.
With my hammer. Much better. That's, I'm not, that's a flaccid 20. I'm gonna say
that hits? Yep.
20.
That's what, hey, look, that's what we call it. We call it the flaccid 20s.
That is.
We're not censoring ourselves for stream. What was it?
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9 points of as it just the hammer. Slammy, you can hear like a bone snap in its hand as it tries to block what you're about to do.
So like down, doggy.
Is that your turn?
Yes, sir.
It is going to make 3 attacks.
Oh no.
One on immediately one on Gruick. It's gonna just try and rip it off his leg. I'll give it advantage because he's on him. Both really low rolls. He's trying real hard to pull Gruick off his leg and he just can't do it. It's a 5 and a 3. As he like the one hand is still on Gruick, he's gonna swing out one towards Grayson. 5 and a 3 again. I don't think those hit. Even with the additions. And then again back towards Arthur. I've rolled nothing but 5s and 3s. I'm not going to use this die.
Using it.
That's a die waited for us.
This thing does hit hard. It slams its hand into the altar, trying to hit Arthur at this point, and a little bit of the altar chips off and flies out the window. Zaboon. This thing is howling and screaming in pain.
I'm gonna take another swing at him with my warhammer.
Okay.
And I got a 7.
Does not hit. You swing down, it moves out of the way just in time, not even trying to at this point, slamming into the ground on the tile again. Outside, the 2 guards, you can just hear muffled screaming in the background, and the 2 guards are just... We should probably, should we go? No, it's fine. No, we're going. Yeah. Back into the fray. Edna. Oh no. Oh no, I can't, we can't hear it.
Sorry.
There we go.
I'm gonna attempt acid splash again, so another dex save, please.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot better. 15. No, sorry, 16.
Passes.
Yeah, 16.
Passes.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. It moves out of the way a little bit. The what was really nice tile on the ground now, both being smashed, clawed, and now burned away with acid. You're not quite sure what kind of tile this used to be, but it's not nice anymore.
Fair enough. How bad does he look?
It looks, you can see a little bit of blood trickling down. It looks like it's in pain. Definitely, there's a kobold on his leg,
Yeah, that's it for my turn. Then.
but it doesn't look like it's close to death. Grayson.
Okay, not the shield. The shield does that. Okay, and I'm like kind of like bobbing and weaving in here, and I just like hit it a few times with my right without the shield, and as I'm like punching it ineffectively, you hear the bells again, and I cast Toll the Dead as I'm just like
Okay.
trying to hurt it.
Ooh,
Halfling Fist of Fury.
that's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
It's 11.
No, it does not succeed.
Does not. It does not. I'm using my
5 points of necrotic damage.
I'm using my channel themed dice, the orange and blue ones.
That's neat.
5 points of necrotic damage. Oh my god. All of you can actually hear these bells gong going off, but it seems like this creature is in immense pain when it hears it. Is that your turn?
Okay. Yeah, don't like those numbers. Yeah, that's my turn.
Apollo's going to attempt to leap on top of this thing, like kind of, climbing on it with its daggers, with his daggers, its daggers.
Get up on the Hydra's back.
Yeah, he's going to try. As he does, let me actually, you know what? Let's see. Ooh, even lower. As he does make purchase. Like he makes contact with it, and you can hear a shriek of pain from this creature. And then you see him fly across the room as the creature bats his entire body across. At that point, you notice is when Persimmon rushes forward with hers, with like stopping her stance and rushing forward. That was a natural 20. With like 3 to 5, you're not even sure how many quick jabs in different places. Not even all closed fists. She's not punching at all. This thing makes a strange sound and drops to one knee as it looks like it can't move. And I'm just gonna, just for chits and giggles, it's also a 1 again. I mean, it's a D4, but like I think everybody knows here that I'm incapable of rolling 4s on D4s. Gruick is still gnawing on his leg. Arthur.
Again, I'm just gonna wind up another hit and swing.
Do so with advantage, as it doesn't look like this thing would be able to defend itself.
Whoa, that's not bad. That's 15.
15 just hits.
Sit, puppy. That's 6 damage.
Ooh. You slam down on it, and it looks like you actually dislocate part of its elbow. It doesn't look like the arm should bend that way, is what I'm saying. Is that your turn?
Sir.
Its turn.
Oh.
No. It's stationary, but it doesn't look like it wants to be. It's like parts of it are like jerking around, and muscle spasms are happening everywhere. You can see its eyes are twitching, and it looks like it's trying to stand up, but it just can't. And you can see Persimmon like kind of keeping her stance on it, but staying about 5 feet away. Zaboon.
I'm gonna take another swing at it with the warhammer.
Swing.
Ooh, flaccid 20.
Okay. That hits.
9 damage.
Ooh. That gets it up to a good round number. Again, this thing takes another hit. It doesn't look like its fingers should bend that way on the ground, but it's trying to move again. It's also, it seems like it's trying to let out shouts of pain whenever you guys hit it, but it can't open its jaw. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Edna.
Another deck save, please.
It fails.
Oh, okay. That is a max of 6 damage.
Ooh.
Yeah. Again, the staff slams down on the ground.
A bunch of water sports happen, or acid sports. Just shh all over it.
Yes, it.
That's my turn.
That's your turn, Grayson.
I look over at Apollo, who just got hurled across the room. Is he conscious? Is he good?
He's in the middle of like standing back up. It looks like he's pretty hurt though.
I give him like a thumbs up. Like, good job, buddy.
He just gives you a glare.
And then I like look back at this thing and I give it a couple more jabs.
Okay.
And cast Toll the Dead again.
Okay.
Just working the body right now.
Ooh, that's a natural 17. So I don't think.
That'll do.
Yeah, I don't think I have to add anything to that.
It doesn't matter, man. I'm getting in these books. They're real good. It's
Every hit Grayson makes, all of you can hear like a gong, gong, ding, gong, ding. It sounds like he's hitting bells. Yeah, Apollo is gonna start trying to like rush forward again. He's not gonna make it though. Persimmon is like standing with her, almost like an airbender, but like more like her hand is just on its back, getting ready to move. And just again, ooh, 2. He does 2 damage with his little bites and scratches there. He's not getting off this thing. Arthur.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna whack him.
Okay.
This is
Whack-a-mole?
just a straight roll.
No, advantage again.
All right.
Well, I really gotta pee.
That is a natural freaking 20.
Oh
Hey.
shit. Roll
Is
damage.
that our first nat 20?
I think it's the first one. We got yeah, man. We got a crit. We got a
I
crit.
rolled a natural 1 and a natural 20 this game.
It's gonna be a good campaign.
That is wow. All right, that's 7 doubled to 14 plus 2. So
Oh.
16 damage.
Shit.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
I kind of like stare at it. I kind of wind my warhammer, so like you know how Thor when he flips off.
Yeah.
I start doing that. I kind of like, all right, here we go, and uppercut the wolf, the beast thing in the jaw. Send it flying.
As you do, the head careens back. All of you can hear the cracking and snapping of bones as it goes and then falls. And then a moment of silence, just for a moment, as you start to see its chest move and writhe and bubble, as it looks like it begins to cave in and turn to ash where Grayson punched it with the inflict wounds. There we go. And then on the inside, as it collapses inward, the rest of it begins to turn to ash, you can see what looks like what was a halfling person, but very mangled, very beaten, very bruised, very cut, very obviously deceased, as they just lay there on the ground.
Oh.
But we are out of combat.
Edna takes out her journal and just starts writing about everything that happened.
Okay.
Walking around the scene, looking at stuff.
What do the rest of you do?
All right. Kind of stare at this scene right now and try to make heads and tails of it.
Apollo comes up to Zaboon, putting the daggers back, and says, "Now you see, right there?" And points at the pile of ashes where the body is. You see right there? That's why we don't fuck with the arcane. And actually, I'm going to say that's where we end for tonight. Because I think that's a good little ending, and I really have to pee.
Hell yeah.
That's a perfect.
So, we're going to pick up again where we left off, right here, next week, Saturday. Same time, 8 p.m., except with no, long introduction. I'm gonna really quick figure out who to give you guys off to.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, same bat time, same bat channel. You know what? I don't think I've ever rated Kara. We can do that. She's on. She's playing some Jackbox. Go say hi to her. They were just playing Stardew a while ago. I was watching that. But I have to pee. So everybody, go say hi. Use your raid emotes if you have raid emotes. I'll see you guys next week for super fun times. We have a Discord. If you want to join that, you can. Cool beans. If not, no problem. But I will see you guys later. I have to pee really bad. Bye-bye. Thanks. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Okay. Okay.